What up YouTube, Nice and Gear Inside with another short unboxing first impression video. And today we got another Kizer, so we continue the Kizer mania here, the Kizer mania, with the discontinued knives sales. And this is part 3, and this is the last part of my video series about those Kizers that I picked up from Amazon at 50% off. I'm not sure if this knife is still available or not. Actually, it's still available. The knife is still available. You can still pick it up $74.50 instead of $149. So if you want, you can use my link. There's still plenty available. There's no red marking on there, so I will link it in the description. So you guys can use my link and help me, my channel out if you're into this knife. So, and like I said, today we're gonna talk about the Kizer Huldra, which is a little, probably a little weird knife for some people. I figured, you know, why not at $74.50 at half price with titanium handle with S35VN blade. So you pocket unboxing here. So you got the 2 Kizer stickers. Actually, you got your standard stuff with your cleaning cloth and paperwork in here. Of course, then you got some extra hardware. And here you got the premium pouch, of course, like Kizer always comes with. And then you here got the knife. So the Huldra is a little bit odd design. So it's a black wash titanium. A little oddly shaped. You got I'm not sure, I believe this is a titanium clip, but I could be wrong. Yes, it's actually a titanium clip. So it's a titanium clip, S35VN blade, which is they call it a reverse tanto blade. You got a fuller here, which is also the same as the one that I just reviewed at the Bugai. Not very grippy, so it's a little hard, but you can, and this one you can actually, because I think it should be easier to deploy because you got a little bit more sticking out. We'll see when I get to it. So, but overall you can see it's black wash titanium, black wash blade, odd shape. You got a regular flipper or reverse flipper. You got a front flipper. You got the finger hole with the fuller. So you got several deployment methods. From what I've seen so far from other reviewers that have reviewed this knife, they say that the reverse flipper is probably the most satisfactory of all the deployment methods. We'll see when I get to it. So, but yeah, overall, a little odd design. But overall, I think I'd say probably about 4 ounces weight, somewhere around there. Let's do some size comparisons real quick. So we got the Quiet Carry Drift LCT. So you can see it's actually larger than the Drift LCT in length. It's even a hair larger than the WeKnives Equibic. But it's slim. It's very low profile actually. Let's get the what is it called? CVV Hyperpulse and the Migron Moyar. So you can see it's also larger than both those two. And here we got the what is it called? Tenable Fenrir. And then we got here the little lander from NAS. So you can see it's also larger than those, of course. The difference is with this knife, even though it's larger in the length right now, it's actually, overall length is actually shorter than most of these that we just compared it to, we think, because it has a really short blade. It's only like a little bit over 3 ounce, a little bit over 3-inch blade. And while we're at it, so let's get the blade out. And there it is. So this is I'm not sure what who the designer is. This must be the designer logo, but I'm not familiar. It doesn't say it on the website who the designer is, unfortunately. I can't really read it. Oh, there it is. Mason Hayes. Okay. Mason Hayes is the designer. I guess this is his logo. You can see here the name of the knife is the Huldra. You see here, not S35VN blade steel, and then the Kizer logo, of course. So overall, you can see this knife has a really odd shape. Like this is more all rounded and then squared off, kinda. And then you got this what they call reverse tanto blade shape, which in my opinion almost looks like a utility blade. It has the shape to it. It has the thinness actually to it too. So it kind of reminds me of a utility knife a little bit. Let's do the weight real quick. Like I said, I'm thinking it's about 4-ish, maybe. Yep, 3.997. So I'm not bad on that one either. Let's check out the deployment methods and how it works. So, okay, the reverse flick is okay. I mean, the reverse flipper. So the front flipper, let's do the rollover. Yeah, the rollover works great. Reverse flick. Okay, depends on where you actually flick it. Okay, not very satisfactory. It's okay. It's not bad. I've seen worse. The roll is really good actually, and the flip is also, or the flick is also really good there. So it is. It ended. While we're at it, let's see. I mean, it's buttery smooth drop shot. Like, even though it's a lighter blade, it's really drop shot. So let's get the overall length real quick. Let's do the measurement. So we got a overall length of 7/7/8, and it's actually longer than I thought it would be. We got a blade length of 3 3/16. We got a cutting edge of 3 1/8. So sharpening choil here on this one, I can already tell this is not very great. So it will flare out very soon on this one. Like probably on your first sharpening you will get flare out on this one, which is like a bummer. But okay, I mean, it's 74.50, so instead of 149 originally, you get a premium knife with titanium handles or titanium scales, S35VN blade, and if you use my link 74.50, you can get this knife. It's not a bad deal, I think. You know, even you can make this. You use it. I mean, it's got a sharp. I'm assuming sharp. Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, razor sharp blade. Good utility shape, definitely. You can do draw cuts and everything with it. So I think it's not a bad deal, for especially for 74.50. That's why I picked it up. You know, my funds are limited, so I have to get what I can to get some content for you guys. So let's compare it to the Drift LCT and the WeKnife Sequivik. So you can see it's very similar to the Drift LCT in length. They're actually about the same. The WeKnife Sequivik is just a hair longer, not by much. Here the CBB Hyperpulse and the Migron Moyarl. So you can see it's longer than the Moyarl. It's about the same. Yeah, maybe the Hyperpulse is just a hair longer, not by much. It's a hair longer than the Moyarl. And let's get the tenable Fenrir and the little lander. So you can see here, the Fenrir is about literally about the same length, and of course the lander is smaller. So, but yeah, overall, even though I think it's an odd shape, so you can see my 3 fingers have grip in here. My 4th finger is more in the end, which is still okay. I mean, it's not too bad. You don't have really an option to forward grip unless you like kind of go on top here, but then you have probably the problem, you could slip up and into the blade, so I wouldn't recommend it. I would stay here behind this edge basically. You have a decent, not really decent, but you have some chimping up here, which is okay. It's not the world best because it's so. I am not a fan of this large jimping here. I rather have it small and sharper. But okay. Like I said, utilitarian blade shape. You can definitely do some draw cuts here. Works great. Buttery smooth action. You got several, like, if you're a sucker like me that likes to fidget with knives, this is definitely a fidgety knife. I mean, I can honestly say it's super fidgety actually. Like, I mean, you have several deployment methods on this one. You get pretty much almost every deployment method in the book that you can imagine on this one, which is kind of rare. And I'm honestly, at 150, I'm not sure if I would pick it up, just because of the weird shape and the look. But at 74.50, you're damn right I'm gonna pick it up, and that's what I did. So, I definitely would say I would recommend this at the discounted price. I'm not sure if I would recommend. Like I said, I'm not sure if I would recommend it at the original price. I guess that's probably why it's discontinued already, because this knife just came out last year, I believe. At the beginning of last year, because the oldest videos I found were like barely a year old. So, and I guess this is not a really good seller for Kizer just because of the looks. But you know, if you want a user knife, a beater knife, 74.50 premium materials, you can't beat it. I think it's for that. It's definitely a recommendation. So if you want to use my links, it's in the description. If you like my content, there will be definitely more. So I would appreciate if you like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.